I want a word with all you tigers. Oh, you men know which ones you are. I like you.
They made TV history together, but off-screen, Barbara Feldon and Don Adams were practically strangers. Now, at 91, the woman behind Agent 99 is revealing Hollywood's secrets, an executive who wanted her gone, the fake spy she married, and the heartbreaking reason she disappeared. Barbara Feldon, born Barbara Ann Hall on March 12, 1933, in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, grew up in a quiet suburb with her parents and sister. From a young age, she was drawn to the arts and discovered her passion for acting in high school. She trained at the Pittsburgh Playhouse and later studied drama at Carnegie Mellon University, where she built a strong foundation for her future career. Her mesmerizing stare, one of her signature traits, wasn't an acting trick but a result of nearsightedness, giving her a unique, alluring presence on screen. In 1957, she moved to New York City to pursue acting but struggled to find roles. To make ends meet, she worked as a showgirl at the Copacabana and performed in the Ziegfeld Follies. With acting opportunities scarce, fate stepped in at a party when she met model Gillis McGill, who urged her to try modeling. Skeptical at first, Barbara eventually gave it a shot. She started as a house model for designer Pauline Trigger, then quickly found success in high fashion. Her striking look and tall frame made her a natural, and soon she was traveling for photo shoots and earning more than ever before. But her journey was far from over. Hollywood was just around the corner. Modeling gave Barbara Feldon more than financial stability. It taught her confidence, camera presence, and performance skills that would shape her career. But her big break came unexpectedly, not through acting, but by winning the $64,000 question with Shakespeare as her subject. Determined to win, she studied for 14 hours a day, impressing audiences with her poise and intelligence. Though she lost her chance to double her prize, the win brought brief fame. With her earnings, she and her husband opened an art gallery, but financial struggles led her back to searching for new opportunities. Then came a life-changing moment, a Revlon commercial where she seductively called the audience tigers. The ad became a sensation, earning her the nickname Tiger Girl, and more money than a season of Get Smart. But Hollywood saw her as just a commercial actress, limiting her roles. That changed when Get Smart creators Mel Brooks and Buck Henry saw the ad, not just for her beauty, but for her presence and charisma. However, a sponsor objected to her casting due to a previous endorsement, demanding she be fired. Barbara fought back, but the decision was out of her hands until NBC stood by her. A year later, Get Smart was a massive hit, and the same CEO who tried to fire her posed for a photo op with her. Playing Agent 99 was groundbreaking. Women in the 1960s rarely played independent, skilled characters, but she was always a step ahead of Maxwell Smart. To protect his ego, she let him take the lead at times, but never had to prove she was the smartest. She simply was. At 5 feet 9 inches, Barbara was taller than Don Adams, which Hollywood saw as a problem. She often had to slouch or go barefoot on set to correct the height difference. But despite these challenges, Agent 99 became an icon, changing TV history forever. Don Adams and Barbara Feldon had undeniable on-screen chemistry. But behind the scenes, television still wasn't ready for a strong woman sharing the spotlight. At 5 feet 9 inches, Feldon was taller than Adams, so he often stood on platforms or she went barefoot to fix the height difference. Despite this, Get Smart became a massive hit. Max was clumsy and overconfident, while Agent 99 was calm, capable, and always one step ahead. Their dynamic made the show unforgettable. Feldon once revealed a surprising fact about Adams. He rarely rehearsed. Unlike most actors, he relied on instinct, often tweaking lines at the last second to enhance the comedy. His fast, rhythmic delivery was inspired by actor William Powell, and though his spontaneity made scenes unpredictable, it paid off. He won 3 consecutive Emmy Awards. Though their on-screen chemistry sparked rumors, Feldon and Adams were never romantically involved. Adams was married, and Feldon had her own life away from set. They came from different worlds, but built a close friendship over time. When they reunited for Get Smart again in 1989, their bond was stronger than ever. Working on Get Smart wasn't easy. Creators Mel Brooks and Buck Henry had high standards, ensuring every joke landed perfectly. Feldon admired their genius, especially how they wrote Agent 99, not as a sidekick or love interest, but as Max's equal. One of her favorite episodes was Impossible Mission, 1968. It had everything: action, humor, and a rare romantic moment where Max hints at wanting to spend his life with 99. The episode parodied Mission Impossible, complete with self-destructing messages and clever disguises, including Feldon's memorable Charlie Chaplin impersonation. She loved the mix of romance and comedy, which made the show so special. Even decades later, Get Smart remains a classic. Adams's impeccable timing, Feldon's charm and intelligence, and the show's sharp writing made it one of TV's greatest comedies. But when the series ended in 1970, Feldon faced an unexpected challenge: typecasting. For 5 years, she was Agent 99, and Hollywood refused to see her as anything else. Even in serious auditions, people laughed, unable to separate her from her iconic role. Work was scarce. She landed guest spots on Cheers and Mad About You, the latter even poking fun at her spy past. But nothing matched the success of Get Smart. Back then, transitioning from TV to film wasn't easy. She felt trapped by the role that made her famous. Agent 99 had opened doors, but also locked her in. Barbara Feldon took her talents to film, starring alongside Dick Van Dyke in Fitzwilly, 1967, and later playing a cold, ambitious pageant coordinator in Smile, 1975. While well-reviewed, these roles didn't redefine her career. Hollywood still saw her as Agent 99. Timing worked against her. Leading roles for women were scarce, and she never fully embraced life in Los Angeles. Instead of chasing roles, she pivoted. She found success in voiceovers, narrating commercials for brands like Revlon, and hosting major TV events. Fame, she later admitted, had always felt strange, like living someone else's life. She never let it define her. Instead, she focused on writing, eventually publishing Living Alone and Loving It, 2003, a book celebrating independence. Her personal life was just as transformative. In 1958, she married Lucien Feldon, a man with a mysterious past who hinted at being a real spy. But behind the intrigue was a darker reality: gambling, infidelity, and addiction. He even burned through the game show prize money she had won on the $64,000 question. Their marriage ended in 1967, yet she kept his last name professionally. When he passed away in 1991, she still chose to speak at his funeral, seeing their time together as an adventure that shaped her. After her divorce, she found love again with Get Smart producer Burt Nodella. They spent over a decade together, 1968 to 1979, but never married or had children. When their relationship ended, Feldon embraced something unexpected: solitude. She moved back to New York, not searching for another partner, but for herself. For Feldon, living alone wasn't loneliness, it was freedom. Society often framed singlehood as a loss, but she saw it as an opportunity for growth. In interviews, she spoke about the joy of independence, the fulfillment of deep friendships, and the beauty of being comfortable in her own company. Over time, cultural attitudes shifted, and she was glad to see people embracing the idea that happiness isn't dependent on a relationship. Barbara Feldon's Living Alone and Loving It was more than advice. It was a philosophy on self-discovery and fulfillment. Inspired by writers like Rainer Maria Rilke, she showed that happiness comes from knowing yourself, not from others. Get Smart made her a star, but she never chased fame, valuing authenticity over the spotlight. Now 90, she continues to embrace simplicity, self-acceptance, and the joy of independent living. Barbara Feldon turned down major acting opportunities after Get Smart, preferring a quiet, independent life in Manhattan. In 2003, she wrote Living Alone and Loving It, and in 2024, she released her memoir, Getting Smarter. Though she rarely acts, she enjoys poetry readings, small theater productions, and simple pleasures like meditation, literature, and Korean dramas. She stays connected through deep friendships and still honors Get Smart, meeting fans who admired Agent 99. Before acting, she won the $64,000 question as a Shakespeare expert and later hosted TV programs. Now at 90, she embraces a peaceful, creative life on her own terms.